The year is 1914. World War I, the greatest war the world has ever seen, is wreaking havoc across Europe. Battlefields are chaos. Wounded soldiers pour into makeshift hospitals, their bodies shattered by bullets and shrapnel. Surgeons work frantically, forced to make impossible choices. But without the ability to see inside the human body, every decision is a gamble. Every misdiagnosis could be a death sentence. But one person saw another way. She wasn't a surgeon, a battlefield doctor, nor even an enlisted soldier. She was a scientist. Her name was Marie Curie, and she was about to change the course of medicine and history forever. With just the tools available to her at the time, and a bit of determination, ingenuity, and innovation, she would save an untold number of lives and, for the first time in history, bring X-ray technology to the front lines. By the time war broke out in 1914, Marie Curie was already a household name, having made history twice. First, as the first woman to ever win a Nobel Prize, and then again, as the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields, first physics, then chemistry. But despite all of this, Marie Curie was never content with her past achievements. Science wasn't just about discovery for her, it was about impact. When war came knocking on France's doorstep, she knew she had a choice: stay in her lab or take action. The choice was clear. The world's most famous scientist would leave the comfort and safety of her research institute for the front lines of battle. The war was brutal. Millions of men fought, and thousands of soldiers were wounded daily. But battlefield hospitals and the medical staff of the day were ill-equipped. Without a way to see inside the body, doctors relied on physical symptoms alone. Bullets, shrapnel, and broken bones went undetected, leading to unnecessary amputations, infections, and deaths. Curie knew that X-ray technology, the very thing she had spent years studying, could change that. But there was a huge problem. X-ray machines were only available in hospitals, miles away from the front lines. Transporting critically wounded soldiers that far was often impossible. If X-rays couldn't come to the soldiers, she would take the X-rays to them. Curie gathered funding, secured vehicles, and personally designed and built the world's first fleet of mobile radiological units. She then sent 20 vans, each equipped with an X-ray machine, a dynamo-powered generator, and photographic plates to the front lines. These rolling laboratories became known as Petites Curies, or Little Curies. But she didn't just send the machines. She trained an army of radiologists, many of them women, to operate them, including her own 17-year-old daughter, Marie Curie, who even joined her mother on the battlefield. With each passing day, more soldiers arrived at field hospitals. But thanks to the Petites Curies, doctors could now see what was hidden beneath the skin. In just the first year of the war, Marie Curie and her team established over 200 radiology units in battlefield hospitals. Over the course of the war, her mobile X-ray units generated more than 1 million X-ray images, changing the way battlefield medicine was practiced forever. These images meant doctors no longer had to guess. They could see. They could locate bullets, diagnose fractures, and perform life-saving surgeries with confidence. Marie Curie's work didn't just improve battlefield medicine, it completely redefined it. Despite her impact, Curie never saw herself as a hero. In fact, just like Röntgen, she often refused recognition for her wartime contributions. She never made a profit from her X-ray work, never sought praise, and never slowed down. Even after the war, she continued advancing the field of radiology, training new scientists, and pushing the limits of medical imaging. Her daughter, Marie Curie, followed in her footsteps, becoming a groundbreaking scientist herself and winning her own Nobel Prize in chemistry in 1935. Marie Curie not only continued the family's contributions to radiology and nuclear science, but ensured that the Curie name remained at the forefront of medical and scientific progress. Marie Curie's innovations shaped not just the war, but the entire future of medical imaging. It's a lineage of innovation that continues to impact lives every day. More than 100 years after Marie Curie, mobile imaging has undergone a dramatic transformation, evolving from a wartime necessity into an everyday essential, but not just for hospitals, medical centers, or imaging clinics, but for non-destructive testing as well. Mobile imaging is instrumental to NDT, helping assess the structural integrity of airplanes, pipelines, bridges, buildings, and more, to identify and diagnose invisible defects and keep our communities and the things around us safe and secure. You can't always bring the patient or the object to the imaging system. Thanks to Marie Curie, today we have the advanced capabilities to capture ultra-precise images of seemingly anything, any place, any time. From the first petite Curies in World War I to today's high-tech wireless mobile X-ray systems, one thing remains the same. The ability to see what's hidden beneath the surface saves lives. Join us next time on Everything Rad as we uncover more stories that reveal the incredible impact of medical imaging, past, present, and future. Thanks for listening. And remember, science isn't just about discovery, it's about changing lives.